Hey everybody, I had a couple of requests to do a video regarding foils, so I'm just going to do, this one's going to be a little quick, because honestly, I don't know why, but my cat decides to unplug the charger for the camera all the time, so I wanted to get this one done and then go ahead and edit while I'm doing the next video prep, the camera can charge again. So I just wanted to go over just quickly also the types of foils. You're going to see online when you look them up various ones, and I didn't want you to be confused about what you're seeing. There are foils that are just solid colors like this, and they sort of look a little bit matte. They're not really matte. They do have a little bit of a shine to them. And then there's ones like this that have lots and lots of glimmer. And of course you have like your chromes and metallics. And I will tell you about these. This is, I actually have 3 different ones. This is different types of golds, and this one's kind of a bronzy brown gold. This one is more of a matte, this one's more of a chrome, and this one's more of a gunmetal and gold. So when you're picking them out, sometimes they come in packs together. And so you want to see what has more of what you want in there. And then there are also patterns. We have like snakeskin, we have rainbow, we have floral prints, which are a little harder to control. They're better for short nails actually. This one's really cool. It looks like when you spill acetone on foil is the best way to describe that. You can't really see it in the camera. I may have to use that one so you can see. And then this is also like that in green. And then these have faint patterns. They're super distinctive on the nail, these little tubes here. And it's 5 to 6 feet. I've seen a few for 3 feet. I got mine at naillighttech.com for a little over $1 a piece for about 6 feet of foil that you can cut. And I really recommend these because not only are these little tubes handy for storage after you're done with them, you're getting a lot more for your money, because this, I got 12 packs of foil and the adhesive, but it was 20 bucks. So to get the adhesive, it was kind of handy because the adhesive is a little bit harder to get by itself. And it's a really great adhesive, by the way, this brand Cami. It's really great. So I'm going to use this rainbow one. And you're going to pull out some of the foils like this in a strip. And then you just want to cut it off and set the rest of it aside. Now, to save a little dry time so that you didn't have to wait and watch this dry, I already applied it on these 4 nails. And I recommend you use a color that if there's little tears in the foil and things like that, that if it shows through, you'll like it and that it'll be pretty, or that it'll coordinate, or it's the same color. If you're doing silver, for example, you'd put silver. So what you do, I left the thumb off so I could just show you this. You apply a thin coat evenly and completely across the space that you want to use. Now I'm doing entire nail right now. I'll do a different video with art to show you how to do like French and sides and artwork with foil. And if you can see how much lighter this is than the nails that have dried. That's how you can tell that it's completely dry. You want to let it go about a minute past being completely dry. So then you're going to take these and you're going to cut them in sections that are roughly the size of your nail. And if I'm holding this funny, I'm sorry. It's because the adhesive's already on my nails. And I will go ahead and tell you this up front. The adhesive stays real sticky after it dries. So don't put this on and think that you're going to get like some chores done or something like that, because once you put that adhesive on, your nails are kind of tacky and they'll catch fuzz, lint, fur, the whole 9 yards. So I suggest doing it and then maybe like watching TV or something. So then you want to take the foil and you can change the directions that you're putting it in if there's some sort of a pattern or color splashing and you want more of something on there. But you're going to take the square or rectangle, depending on how long your nails are, And you want to just gently lay it on your nail like this. Don't press on it yet. I'm just showing you. Just lay it. See how it sticks? It just sticks. I just sat it there. So then you want to gently with your finger press the center part of your nail against that foil like that. The reason you're doing that is because you want to kind of lock in your space where this foil is sticking to. Then you want to take an orange wood stick like this one with a flat edge. These come in handy, especially I don't like the pointed ones very much, but the ones that are pointed have a slant and a little bit of an oval. Those are really good for this too. So you're going to gently but quickly and firmly run the orange wood stick, applying pressure. Apply real pressure. Don't just, lightly do it. It's not going to stick if you do that. And you want to go from one side and then completely go over to the next side. You're going to see the foil start to pull away from your nail with nothing on it. Try not to let it come completely off though while you're doing this step, or you're going to have tearing, and then that's a whole other patchwork job. But I just want to show you here what I've got there. And then you just pull it off and it's going to look like this. And when you're doing these, wherever the adhesive gets, it's going to stick. So if you happen to get a little adhesive on your cuticle area, just simply take your orange wood stick, dip it just a touch in remover, and you can clean your edge up just like that. So we're going to repeat this process real quick because I want to go ahead and let you see this again. And it's actually pretty easy after the first 5 or 6 times you try it. I'm not going to lie, the first few times you're going to get either excited and do it too soon, or you're going to touch things and the adhesive's going to stick to them and be all over you. Or you're just not going to get it quite right on your nail. That's okay. That's normal. That's why I recommend buying the tubes of 6 feet, so you have a little extra to play with. Practice on your solids before you use your patterns so that you won't waste them. See, and see how it just sort of starts to lift off? And then that's that one. And then this way, if there's any creases or cracks in my foil, this pretty aqua color will show through it, and it will kind of go along with what we're doing. You can hang on to these and play with them with your artwork and dotting tools and adhesive, and use all these little pieces around the edges and tap them over and layer them. That's another fun way to get the most out of your foil. So again, we're just pressing that on top. You can use your fingernail to press these on, your finger and then a fingernail from your other hand. The only problem with doing that is depending on your nails, you could scratch through the paper or scrape or pull. The orange wood stick really just is the best tool. Rubber ones tend to hang. Your rubber tools like that you use, for example, to pick up diamonds and stones. And if you see pieces popping up in the middle of your foil, just push them back down and scrape, because believe me, that adhesive really will get them. See, and then we have those. Okay, so we just have 2 more, and I'm going to show you the thumb again now that that has dried so you can see. And I'm going to say this about the ones in the packet. They are a lot of fun, and they've got some great colors and fun patterns. But the problem is you can't get a seamless entire nail covered if your nails are my size or larger. So you want to consider them to maybe use this as a base and use your small ones to do like Frenches and things like that. That's pretty cool. I can show you a way to use some guides with adhesive. And you're almost always going to have a little adhesive like around the cuticle. Even if you don't touch your cuticle, it seems like you always get just a tad bit of runoff. So here's where we are so far. And if you can see the thumbnail, the thumbnail is the same color as the others were. It gives them, the adhesive gives them kind of a glow when you first put it on. At least mine does. So you kind of know when it's wet, but you want to go about a minute again past that dry look so that you know. Because if it's too wet at all, your foils are going to stick to this paper that they're on. So it won't just have the foil stick to your nail. Your nail will stick to this clear plastic that the foil's actually on. And that's really funky when that happens. I might do that on purpose in a video, a what not to do video maybe, so that people can see this, so they'll know, okay, when that happens, that's terrible, and to avoid it. The fun thing about these too, if you don't even want to do a top coat, and you're just trying to do something funky for the day, or you might get 2 days out of them with no scratches or anything, depending on what you do, but you're not going to get much out of them without top coats. Now this is how they look now. This is what they look like. Foils are stunning. It's a really pretty, fun look. And if you see how quickly I'm able to put those on, it's a great manicure. Like, it's a really great, fast manicure. So what you want to do is you want to have enough on there that there's a little drop. It's kind of liberal. Don't do it where you're going to drag. This is Creative Shiny. Shiny, I have found for me, does a pretty crimp instead of like a real crinkling up look. Seche Vite will give it a super crinkled look, which actually is cute if that's what you're trying to do. It's a nice, you know, way to control your foils and get that look out of them. But you're going to have some crimpling. I have found if it's super, super cheap top coat, it almost dissolves them. So this is what I just used. And see, they just have a little bit of crimpling in there. And the Seche Vite will give it more crimpling than that. So I oftentimes will use this one and then put Seche Vite over it to make it last longer if I'm going to do this longer. By the way, you can stamp over foils. So I think what I might do before I take these off is another video on stamping over foil